Bloody hell, ladies and gentlemen, my hair is getting way out of control. It's like a ski ramp. What? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the video. And it is a miracle that I'm actually like that I've been able to function this month. Holy God! It's like, what's the date? Well, it's like I'm recording this on the 23rd of October. Now, this month has been a crazy, crazy month, and it's just going to get even crazier because there's so much stuff going on. So what I'm going to do is, do you like my chair? There, do you like my chair? That's my chair there. Do you like my chair? Look, check that out. Look what's in the arm. Look. You can tell it's been a bad month when this is in the chair. Oh, like, what have I been doing? Like, I've been sitting in there. I best not drink this because it's actually quite early in the morning. There's some in there. Jack Daniels and Coke. It's a bad time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is like an update video, right? Because a load of stuff has been happening, and you guys will start seeing some like different stuff coming out in the future. It's going to be pretty interesting. So, what the hell happened? Well, last week I had a massive 3 days in London, and London is a crazy, crazy place. Like, I like London. It's a fantastic city to visit. It's like one of the biggest cities in the world, and there's like 9 million people that live there. It's something ridiculous, right? But it was like, I've never really stayed in London. Like, I've been in hotels and stuff, like around London, but I've never been in London. Holy God. I'm lying in my bed. I'm asleep, like, well, I think I'm asleep at night. And then I just hear like sirens coming past. I hear like the double-decker buzzes constantly coming past, like every 2 minutes. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, go away, buzzes. This can't possibly be anybody. But it's London, isn't it? So there's just loads of people. There's people walking down the street. And the worst, the absolute worst, ladies and gentlemen, are the people in their supercars, right, who drive around London, a city with 1 billion speed bumps in the road. So you can't really drive around London in your Ferrari. It's the stupidest thing ever. But I'll be sitting there and I'm in bed, and then all I hear is this. And I'm like, yeah, mate. What? What? Anyway, I was in London because we did a thing with HP. Now, you guys, I don't think I've actually got... No, I don't have one of my World Cup shirts in here with me. But on the shirts, it says HP Omen, right? Because they're like the major sponsor for the Overwatch World Cup. And they said to me, hey, we're going to be in London. Can we do something with the undefeated, yes, 15-0 UK World Cup team? And I'm like, yeah, we probably can. So they were like, let's, you know, we can make a little, like, go to a little studio, do a bit of recording. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, it escalated into a ridiculous video. Like, this is like, they rented out a film studio in London. It was this massive, like, industrial unit. It's got all the HP Omen stuff in there, so it's like all dark and red, and they had like smoke machines and everything. And there's me, and there's a couple of the guys from the UK Overwatch World Cup team, and I'm like interviewing them. It's like I'm a presenter. Like, I almost feel, ladies and gentlemen, dare I say it, professional. Like, I'm sitting there like, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. I'm Stylosa, and this is Omen by HP presents the UK Overwatch World Cup team. It was pretty funny. It was a good experience though. Like, it's strange to me because, I mean, you guys can see it from the camera. Like, I've got my microphone set up. I've got my mixer sort of down there. You can see my, like, this is me recording my audio here, and I've got to sync it up with the camera and all of this stuff. And it's like a one-man operation. But to go actually out into, like, it's not a Hollywood, but like a TV kind of production where there's like, I don't even know, like, there was somebody with a clapperboard, you know, the thing, and it's like, take one, and I'm like, like, it made me laugh like a little girl. It was like, what the hell is this stupid? But there's like sound people. There's a guy who rigs you up with a microphone. There's the other sound people that do like the overhead microphones. I'm butchering the names of all these positions. I've no doubt they're high skill positions, but it just seemed crazy to me to see all of this stuff. There was like 3 cameramen. There's like a director. There's like another guy. I think somebody's called a showrunner. I don't even know what that is. Like, I've heard it in terms of like TV productions, like, you know, oh, they've changed the showrunner on like Star Trek Discovery, I think, is something that comes to mind, and stuff like that. It was crazy, and I was like, what the hell? But it turned out really good, or at least I feel like it turned out really good. Everyone was happy with it. I've not seen any footage from it because it was all sort of like not under NDA, but it's not like when it comes out you guys will see it, but I've not actually seen any of it, so maybe it's like not great, but I think it's good. I feel like it's good because obviously we're talking about the Omen stuff, and we did a massive interview with the guys as well. So it's like a load of behind the scenes, like how they got to the you know, become pro players, like how they've been preparing for the World Cup, you know, what they think their chances are and all of this stuff. And it's like, it's really, really good. It's like, it's a video I would have liked to have made on my channel, but obviously it just went into like the stratosphere because it was like full, it was so crazy. It was insane. Anyway, the next day, so I go back to my hotel room, it's beautiful. And then the next day, Blizzard want us to go into inner city London. So it was called Grape Street, I think it was called. And it was, it's like this like fancy like little studio, just it's by Leicester Square, I think it is. So if any of you guys are familiar with London, you know this is like not a cheap place, and it was crazy, and the roads are like really small, like it's all like oldie worldy London kind of setup. Anyway, we went into there, and this was like, it was for the Overwatch players to get sort of to do PR, they call it. So they were doing a lot of interviews with like the BBC, loads of gaming websites, and there's just like loads of stuff they were doing throughout the day. And it was a really nice setup, to be fair to Blizzard. For me, it was kind of like, it was interesting to me because I was sort of like just watching from the side. Like while the lads were doing their interviews and stuff like that. It was very surreal. Then after that, we went to a place called Belong. Now, it's in one of the game stores. Now, Game is like it's like GameStop in the US, right? It's like that kind of store. It sells obviously games. It's called Game, right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we went there and we met some fans. It was quite a nice event, that was, because every time I've ever met people, it's been at like Gamescom or BlizzCon, and there's like loads of people, and you can only really talk to people for like 10 seconds before you have to like move on to somebody else. This was much better though. There was only maybe 20 or 30 people in there, and it was like you can have a proper chat with people, and it's so cool to speak to people, especially people that watch my videos. It's crazy. And actually, I want a mad shout out to the guy that spotted me on McDonald's car park the other day. I'm walking across the car park with like a coffee, and some guy just winds his window down and goes, "Are you Stylosa, mate?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "I watch your videos." I was like, "Nice." Just like on McDonald's car park. It was crazy. Anyway, yeah, it's so cool to meet people, and just like I can't believe people watch my videos. This is the craziest thing about me. Like, I cannot believe people watch my videos. I can't believe, like, you have to think, like, if you guys think it's surreal if you, like, meet, like, a YouTuber or whatever, it's surreal for them as well to, like, meet people. Because all we see, like, if I look at my monitor now, all I see is, like, numbers under videos. But each one of those is basically a person. And when you start thinking that way, it's like, well, actually, this is cool. And when you meet them in the it's so cool. Anyway, that was a good time in London. Then I came back. Well, of course, this is obviously hard for me to keep my YouTube channel going as well, because if I'm like constantly, you know, on the go and all of that stuff, it's like, it's a lot of effort to keep YouTube running and like to keep current with Overwatch and all that stuff. Anyway, I've managed to do it just about. But this week, and the reason why I'm making this video now, like, in fact, I'm making this video on Monday, but it's going out on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I am off to do more secret filming, which I cannot talk about, but you will see this fairly soon. And this is like going to be one of the coolest things I have ever done. Like, this is going to be, I'll probably look back in the future and be like, that was cool as hell. That was awesome. But I can't really say too much about that. Then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we've got BlizzCon, haven't we? On the 31st of October, I'm on a plane over to America. Now, BlizzCon, I think, finishes on the 4th of November. So I think I get my flights on the 5th. So I'm pretty much out there for, like, you know, practically a week, which is going to be crazy. So this is kind of me, like, going, maybe I won't be able to get videos out all of the time. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of new stuff at BlizzCon. And obviously, I'm going to be involved in sort of getting that stuff out onto my channel. But also, I am involved with the World Cup. And there is some very interesting things going on, which I don't think... What is this? I keep dropping it on the floor. This is because I don't have my headset on, so it's like dropping on the floor. That's weird. But yeah, there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on at the World Cup. Again, I can't really talk about it, so it's kind of like bleh. But it's going to be interesting for me to sort of do a different thing. This is all being very vague. But yeah, I can't wait for BlizzCon, because we all know, like, BlizzCon is going to be... It's going to be huge for Overwatch. Like, I just hope that it's not heavily focused on Overwatch League. I hope that, yeah, we get a new support hero, and then, yes, we get other kinds of stuff coming out. If we do, that's going to be awesome. Like, I mean, I've been asking you guys what you've been hoping for, you know, like recent videos on the channel, like what are the main problems with Overwatch right now, as far as you guys are concerned. And that video has got some awesome comments on it as well, which is great to see. But yes, it is one hell of a month this is. I cannot wait for November to begin. Well, when November begins, I'll be at BlizzCon. But when I get back from BlizzCon, I am going to go to sleep. I probably will not wake up for at least, I don't know, maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. It's crazy. Like, it's hard. Like, I should make these videos more often. I like talking to you guys like this, but it's hard for me to, and this reminds me of when I used to stream as well, because this is what I used to do. And like, this is the thing, right? I guess I can rant about this now. Like, the thing is like working out what to do with your with your time. Like, at the moment, I like making YouTube videos, but I also like streaming as well. And if you guys who are old fans of Unit Lost, or anybody who's seen any of my streams, before, when I used to stream a hell of a lot, I really like streaming, but the problem is trying to stream and do YouTube at the same time. It's like impossible. Like, you either do one or the other. Like, you either make YouTube videos or you stream and put your stream VODs on YouTube. But of course, stream VODs on YouTube are not that great, right? Yeah, they can be funny. Yeah, you can do funny moments and stuff, but it means that you wouldn't be able to do the types of content that I do at the moment, you know. So obviously things like Overanalyzed, the pro game breakdowns, these are like my favorite things to produce. Yeah, news stuff is like news stuff, and it's cool to talk about it and give my opinion on it, but those are the ones that I really enjoy making. I enjoy making solo queue as well, which is kind of like, I guess you could say, streaming. So there is some crossover, but I don't know, like, it's always interesting to me to sort of because like sometimes you get carried away with your YouTube channel. Yeah, it's not that you get caught in a, like, stuck in a rut. You just sort of keep making the videos that you like make, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? You just sort of, you're not on autopilot mode, but you're just like, you're working, it's good, this is fine. And sometimes you have to take a step back and be like, okay, let's have a look at what's going on. And the problem is, because this is so like full on as a job, you don't really get that chance. So what I'm hoping is, while I'm at BlizzCon, while I'm traveling around, especially when I'm on the plane, which this sounds completely ridiculous as well, but I almost treat the plane flights when I'm going to America as like a holiday, you know, like a little 11-hour break. So when I'm doing that, I'll sort of sit back and I'll take a look at what's going on with, you know, YouTube and, you know, types of content and new stuff that I can do, because there's always new stuff you can do on YouTube, which is the beauty of it. But yeah, I've rambled for quite a lot, guys. I hope you're enjoying the content on the channel still. Thank you for watching the videos as well. And, well, thank you for following me on Twitter as well, because I know a lot of you guys follow me over there on @UnitLostGaming. So this month is going to be huge. There's the HP Omen stuff we did with the World Cup team, which you'll see shortly. There is the World Cup kind of press tour that we did, although I don't know whether you guys will see too much of that, because that was kind of for like traditional media like the BBC and like various newspapers and stuff. Then we've got the Secret project, which you will see very soon, but that's happening this week, and that's going to be amazing. And then we've got BlizzCon, which is going to be crazy, because you've got all of the World Cup stuff, and you might see me in positions where you're not used to seeing me, which could be quite funny. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost, and I'm off to drink more of this, because it is now basically like 9 AM in the morning, and that's what you do. Don't do that. Alcoholism is bad, ladies and gentlemen. This was something I drank days ago, one little, and it's only 4%. Okay, it's 5%. Catch you next time. This is, how do I get out of this? I'll catch you next time.